Hey, what is up guys? This is Flash from Flash Hobbies, and today we're going to be doing a review of the 1/16 Hosim Spirit. So this truck was sent to me to review for you guys. It's a fairly new truck that's out in the market. Reason why I wanted to do a review on this is because this is a good price point. I got this for $69.99 on Amazon, and I have Prime shipping, so I got this in 2 days. Which is pretty cool because usually when you get trucks like this, you can't get them very quickly. You have to wait maybe a month or so to get them shipped from overseas. Now, the reason why I wanted to do a review on this is because this is very similar to hobby grade. It's a 1/16 scale, full bearing kit. It's got a brush motor, CVD drive shafts, the speed controller comes with your high torque servo, and it also comes with a battery pack. So it's pretty much RTR except for your own batteries on your transmitter. Let's see what we get inside. So of course you get your manual and stuff like that. That's just from the company that's selling it. And the next thing that we have in there is our transmitter. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be something basic, a 2.4 gigahertz. You know, the normal stuff. It's actually fairly responsive as far as what the steering is, and this is full proportional steering. You have your power button, your steering and throttle trim. Now I will say that the controller weighs like there's absolutely nothing in it, but it does have a good feel to it. It's very good in the hands, good throttle, good steering control on there. And for this transmitter you will need 3 AA batteries to get that going. And that's really all you need. This comes with everything else, your charger, everything else, your battery. So here's the truck. They sent me a blue one. This does come in different colors. I believe it comes in red, blue, and also a green color. It's got some pretty nice little graphics on it. It is a Lexan body. This is 4x4, which is pretty cool. So as you can see, the suspension is very soft, so that leads me to believe that most likely this doesn't have oil fill shocks, or it does and they just haven't put any oil in it. But there you go, that's the interior. These do look like they are just spring shocks. I'll have to investigate further and see if I can open these and actually put oil in them. If not, I have some preload clips that I can put on there to get some better suspension response, because right now I think it's too responsive, but it's pretty nice. You know, you got your AA arms in there, and these are plastic CVDs, but at least they are CVDs nonetheless, so that's pretty cool. There's your ESC, your brushed motor, and it does come with a battery for you. So this truck claims 36 kilometers per hour, and it might be able to reach that because this comes with a 2S LiPo. It's a 500 milliamp 2S LiPo. That's pretty cool. So you're gonna get some power out of this because it has a 390 size motor, and I mean, in my experience, I've had some pretty fast little trucks with this because they don't weigh very much. So the thing that got me really excited to do this review is this is a good 1/16 truck. You know, it's a good entry level for the hobby. If it's something you've been considering, then you know, 69 bucks is not that much to spend to see if you're gonna like it or not. And I'll tell you right now, once you start with one of these that are actually hobby grade and not like a New Bright, Nikko type brand, you won't look back because it's a totally different experience. I like the fact that you get different color choices, so that way if you have multiple kids, you can get them the same one and you can race each other and you know who's who. But this thing has Speed Racer on it, so let's see if it lives up to its name. Let's go ahead and do a running video with this. Well, guys, you saw I drove the truck. The telemetry was getting about 14 miles per hour, so it didn't quite hit that 36 kilometer mark. 36 kilometers is like somewhere 22, 23 miles an hour. I did have a GoPro stuck on the back, so that might have affected the performance a little bit. So I would give it maybe an extra 2 to 3 miles per hour if it didn't have that much weight on the back. So it still puts it pretty close to what it's claiming, you know. If it's 18, 19 miles per hour without the camera and they're claiming 22, you know, you can't get mad at that. So the truck drove beautifully. One thing I did forget to mention is I actually came with the lights to put in. Very simple to put in, actually. You just pop these in to the little housing that's in the front, run that cable through, and then they already have the slot on your ESC for it. So didn't have any issues with the motor. Battery lasted for a good while. I did a bunch of speed runs up and down the street for about 10 minutes and it worked great. So no issues. The suspension was actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was too springy at first, but once it was out there, it actually worked pretty good. So I was pretty impressed with that. I still need to go through and I'd like to make the suspension a little bit stiffer in the back, so in case I do put the camera, it's not so wobbly. But yeah, I think the truck did great. So would I recommend this truck? I would say absolutely. I would say maybe the biggest thing with this is just checking to see spare parts availability and what other platforms might have something similar that you can use parts on. But other than that, everything is plastic. I think this is very kid friendly and adult friendly. So, you know, if you're trying to teach one of your kids how to use a hobby grade RC, this is pretty good. You know, 14 miles per hour isn't slow, especially compared to what you get with Nico and all these other RC brands that are out there. So I think it's a very great starter for somebody, or just to have some fun in the yard. That's exactly what I did with this. So I really enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions, please leave them down below. Don't forget to leave that like, hit that subscribe with notifications on, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching Flash Hobbies.